Good morning, Mr. Lopez.
Sir.
Sir, you were charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On December 31st, 2024, an officer was dispatched to HEB in Harris County, Texas, regarding a shoplift that had just occurred. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant is the manager of the HEB and observed the defendant Diaz and defendant Lopez walk through, selecting merchandise and place items inside of a red HEB bag and communicate with one another and place items inside backpacks they came inside the store with and roll up the red HEB bag and place it on the bottom rack of the cart. Defendant Lopez part, defendant Diaz went inside the bathroom and reemerged after defendant Lopez paid for the items. Neither defendant attempted to pay for the items in the backpacks or the red HEB bag. The complainant locked the produce exit doors and attempted to confront the defendants. The defendants split up with respective backpacks. Defendant Lopez carried the red HEB bag and the defendants ran from the store management and security in opposite directions. Defendant Lopez was identified by his name and date of birth.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. The co-defendant is the co-defendant in our court?
We had him last week.
He's in here? Okay. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any HEB. Do you understand? If I find that you go to any HEB, if I find that you pick up a new case, if I find you have contact with the co-defendant, I'm going to revoke the bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Your Honor,
What do you do for a living, sir?
already looking for a job. Yeah.
I'll have you fill out an application for an appointed lawyer. I am ordering you as a condition of your.
From coordinated grocery thefts to reckless highway drag races, and even a mother-son showdown ending in handcuffs. Today's courtroom session is like 3 crime dramas rolled into one. First up, Mr. Lopez and his partner in crime, Diaz, walk into an HEB like they're on a grocery mission. But this wasn't your average shopping trip. Security cameras roll, they stuff a red bag, coordinate like seasoned pros, and make a run for it. But Lopez only pays for part of the haul, and here's where it all unravels. Then we meet Mr. Duran caught red-handed racing a black Jeep against a yellow Corvette on a public freeway. It's Fast and Furious, Texas edition, and the judge isn't impressed. Finally, we enter the emotional heart of this docket, Mr. Collins, charged with assaulting his own mother during a messy eviction dispute. Punches thrown, protective orders issued, and a judge who doesn't play games when it comes to family. Violence. This isn't just courtroom drama. It's a real-time view into accountability, second chances, and the thin line between freedom and jail time. Buckle up. It's about to get intense.
Oh, I was waiting for you. How are you, man? You ready?
Yeah, we're ready. My internet's not really working with this, but
What do you need?
We're just gonna do pre-PC and bond conditions real quick.
Okay.
And get Mr. Duran out of here.
Good morning, Mr. Duran. Mr. Duran, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Officers were working in undercover capacity, and they advised, they observed a black Jeep engage in a rolling drag race with a yellow Corvette, unknown license plate. Rolling drag races when 2 or more vehicles align their vehicles from their moving position while traveling side by side on the public roadway. Vehicles then simultaneously accelerate forward at a high rate of speed, attempting to outdistance and outgain each other in a competition of speed. The black Jeep and the yellow Corvette were heading west on the highway at 40 miles per hour.
A Jeep versus a Corvette?
Here's where things get slick. Lopez pays for a few things, then casually strolls out the door. Meanwhile, Diaz disappears into the restroom, like they've rehearsed this move a dozen times. This isn't petty theft. It's a tag team operation with backpacks, decoys, and a very visible red bag hidden in plain sight. Now, if someone pays for some items but hides the rest, is it still theft? You bet it is. Intent matters, and the intent here. clear as day. They walked in with a plan, and now they're walking out with criminal charges. Drop your take in the comments. Should paying for some stuff reduce the charges, or does this fall under straight up stealing?
Just after that, when he closes the, the caption of where the definition is, he never says that he ever witnessed my client and the Corvette line up side by side and accelerate from a point side by side in order to outdistance the other vehicle.
Didn't you say that they like kind of
Your Honor.
slowed to some kind of like next to each other and then they flew out? I thought I heard that.
Yes, because as the DIMS is written, the officer says he observed the black Jeep, the defendant's vehicle, engaged in that rolling drag race. Then he goes on to define what he meant by that. And that's when he says they slowed and they went side by side and they accelerated.
I think it's a poorly written DIMS, in my opinion. I think it would have been better had he
Well, but
said,
I guess he's trying to explain to us, hey, what this is, because not many people may know, but I saw them engage in this.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And this did just happen 3 days ago, so we're gonna wait for the offense
We are still
report.
waiting for the full offense.
Nevertheless,
Right.
that's what happened is they kind of slow down and then they take off, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, do we have the co-defendant? No?
There was, he was the only one.
All right. Mr. Duran, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Have you guys?
Imagine thinking your black Jeep could outrun a yellow Corvette. Now imagine doing it on a public freeway at 90 miles per hour. With undercover cops watching, well, welcome to Mr. Durant's moment of glory, or rather, his moment of getting caught. What? Cops detail a rolling drag race, explaining how both cars lined up while moving, then floored it. The defense lawyer tries to punch holes in the wording, suggesting the officer never clearly said they started at the same point. But let's be real. When you slow down next to another car and both of you shoot forward, that's not an accident. That's a street race. The judge isn't having it. He lays down bond conditions with a warning sharp enough to cut through a turbocharged ego.
Yes, these are for the state, correct?
State, yeah. Is it Tyren? No,
Yes.
please. Mr. Collins, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On December 31st, 2024, at 2:35 p.m., an officer was dispatched to 12600 Dunlap Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas, in reference to a disturbance unknown weapon call. Upon arrival, the officer made contact with the complainant, who stated the defendant is her son and that he assaulted her. The complainant stated she lives in an apartment with her 2 sons. The complainant stated that a month ago she asked the defendant, her eldest son, to help pay for rent, and the defendant agreed to pay a certain amount. The complainant stated she got tired of asking and told them that she was not renewing her lease. The complainant told the defendant he needed to move out by December 31st. On that day, she arrived at the apartment to turn her.
And here comes the hammer. The judge draws a hard line. 610 is not your personal racetrack. He warns Duran one more stunt like that, and not only is he going straight to jail, but he'll also lose his license. And in Houston, losing your license is like losing your legs. The judge even tells him, living in this city without the ability to drive sucks. It's not just punishment, it's a wake-up call. The judge also praises Durant's lawyer, reminding him that a good attorney can guide you, but only if you listen. Question for the audience. Does this sound like a fair warning, or should Duran have been hit with jail time right away?
New residence.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Collins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond. Well, hold on a second. Let me see. It looks like a protective order was issued on the 1st of this month. I would get to know it, because if you violate this protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You violate conditions on a VPO, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, 0 bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat to protect my community. Do you understand?
Yes, I also had a witness too.
Stop. You will get the opportunity to fight. Now's not the time. I got a bunch of DAs here. I don't want you to say something. You'll get the opportunity. Just now's not the time. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness in this case. Understand what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. I could care less. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening, harassing? It most certainly is. And it can be a basis to revoke your bond. Do you understand? All right. Tell me, what do you do for a living, Mr. Collins?
I work.
Do you have enough money in that work to hire a lawyer?
No.
Tell me about what you do then.
I work as an HVAC tech.
All right. So what I can do is I can give you an application. I need you to fill it out. Don't just put zero.
This next case takes a painful turn. Mr. Collins is accused of assaulting his own mother. It's not over drugs or mental health, but over unpaid rent and an eviction deadline. She says she was removing locks, turning in keys, when Collins shoved and punched her in the chest. A witness confirmed it. No weapons, no drugs, just raw aggression. And in family violence cases, judges take that very seriously. The state requests a no-contact order, but here's the twist. Collins starts speaking up in court, and the judge immediately shuts him down. Now's not the time, he says, clearly protecting the defendant from saying something incriminating. It's a tense moment, and it's just the beginning.
If you don't have anyone that's going to pony up $5,000, $10,000 to get you out of jail, you'll be stuck like Chuck in there until this thing is over with. Consider that when you're out there in the free world. I'm not asking for much. Just don't become a danger to our public. Don't violate conditions. That's it. All right. Stephen, do you mind giving an application, please? Do you mind filing no threatening, harassing contact and no weapons?
Group already, so
Okay, so all they need is the application?
they need the application.
Okay, it's old, so what we'll do, we'll give you just a couple weeks. Got to be here at the next setting, everything done. We'll send them for a TRAS at the next setting, and then we'll go from there. Huh? Yep, okay. Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Hey,
Happy New Year.
what's up, man? Happy New Year. I wanted to wait for you, so we didn't.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I have Mr. Colbin, he will waive PC on it.
Okay.
So, all good?
Any priors?
No, he did got first.
Okay, so just same as usual, just no drugs, no alcohol, if you don't have a license, no driving, and all that jazz. Done.
All right, thank you very much. Good to see you.
You too. Yes, sir.
If you've ever wondered what makes a judge tick, this moment is it. Judge sees the protective order was already issued. He warns Collins that violating it could land him back in jail with zero bond. That's right, no amount of money could get him out, and the judge doesn't sugarcoat a thing. He says, "You'll be stuck like Chuck until this is over." The stakes don't get much clearer than that. Judges have a duty to protect the public, especially in cases involving family abuse. The message: if you want to stay free, don't make the same mistake twice.
He was charged as a second. First.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Smith. Ma'am, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Looks like you guys have worked the deal of a century because they're going to reduce it to a first, which I don't know if you realize this, but this bypasses the mandatory 5 minimum in jail that you would normally be doing. So understand that this is a big one, but you still have to understand 1 and 1 are 2, 2 and 1 make 3. What happens on the next one? You were looking at a felony charge, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. All officers will presumably do, look at your record. If you get pulled over, they smell alcohol, boom, right back in. If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I would never get into a car because you were taking a humongous risk. Do you understand, man?
Yes, sir.
It is a very, very serious business. The agreement that you've worked out is they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. For you to complete this probation successfully, you must do a repeat offender DWI education class. You must do 2 victim impact panels. You must also do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need.
Now, for one of the most stunning plea deals we've seen, Ms. Smith walks in with a second offense DWI. But somehow it gets reduced to a first. That's a massive legal win. It wipes away mandatory jail time and gives her a path to probation. But the judge warns her with the seriousness of a final warning. 3 strikes and you're looking at prison. He lays out probation terms: alcohol education, victim panels, substance abuse treatment, and no driving without an interlock device. The deal is a gift, but it comes with a razor-thin leash. It's one wrong move and she'll be serving 180 days. Behind bars, did you take this deal knowing one mistake could blow it all?
No.
Okay, you can reduce your fees to the minimum and we'll waive the court costs and all that. Okay. If you ever have any problems, come back and talk to us. But the worst possible thing that you can do is just take off. Is that it assures a warrant will be issued. The other thing is don't use alcohol. Do you understand? Okay, ma'am. How do you put you? She said guilty, right? Okay, all right. Good luck, man. We'll have you see probation officer. All right, thanks. No, she needs a guardian interlock before she starts driving. Does she have a portable? Or where does
I
she
have both.
Okay, you cannot drive.
I have both devices.
You do, you have one in your car as well? Okay. You must maintain that one in the car. I will take the portable device off now. You got to understand.
From stealing groceries in plain sight to racing sports cars at midnight to putting your hands on your own mother, every case in this courtroom boils down to one thing: choice. And today, we saw what happens when those choices bring people face to face with a judge, whether it's a slap on the wrist, a reduced charge, or a strict no contact order. Each defendant walked out with a warning and a second chance. But second chances are fragile. One misstep and that door slams shut. What would you do in their shoes? Let us know in the comments who deserved mercy and who should have faced harder time. If you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at real justice in action, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more raw courtroom breakdowns. Until next time, stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, your choices matter. Asterisk.
Know when to start paying for it. Okay. Okay, guys. All right. Thank you, man. Good luck. Okay. 30. I think what's the minimum is what, 25 or is it 30? Okay, then do the minimum, the 25.
I just had a question about Francisco Garcia on document.
Is it on docket today?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think it was just
In
added
custody or on bond?
in custody. Yes, sir.
Page 35, Your Honor.
Thank you.
But I saw that was set for bail review, and we had submitted a waiver yesterday of the bail hearing in court 8, but I didn't know if we needed to.
Let me see. I can do it for you. Let's see. How did it get transferred at such a late? I mean, it's 125 days old. It's weird, right?
The alleged jail fight is the assault. And so I don't know if maybe there were co-defendants in 8, but maybe there's some issues there.